Good morning. How are you? It's been a while. Nice to see you again. It's taken me a while, but I know what you guys are thinking. I think I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Mark, do you have a high point in your musical career? Is there something you could tell us that you remember being sort of the pinnacle of things that happened to you in the band Sugar Ray? And I'm glad you brought that up today because, yes, there is. There is a moment in particular that I was so engrossed in and so enthralled by that I actually, at the time, was cognizant enough to remember this might be the best moment of my life. Now, I've been so lucky and so fortunate, and you guys know this, I've had so many wonderful and amazing opportunities and experiences in this band. Things that have been exalted way past the talent level of said one me. And even the band. You know, we've just been, there was some divine intervention and a shining light shining down on Sugar Ray during the late 90s and early 2000s. And, you know, we were catching our groove. And in 1999, was probably the best year for Sugar Ray. You know, that year, our record, 1459, sold 3 million copies. And what looked like was going to be an obvious one-hit wonder, you know, it was going to be like us, Chumbawamba, we were just going to that one-hit wonder desert island, if you will. And it looked like a no-brainer. Even we thought it was going to be that way. I mean, I named the record 14 minutes, 59 seconds as an ode to Andy Warhol having 1 second of fame left. By the way, Andy was wrong about that 15 minutes of fame thing. It looks like everybody's getting their 24 hours, maybe a lifetime of fame happening now. So anyway, getting back to the story. So every morning it came out, it was a hit, and like that worry of being a one-hit wonder. I mean, all you want to be your whole life is a one-hit wonder. Then you get there, and all you want to be is not a one-hit wonder. So every morning it came out, it was a hit. It was starting to go number one in different formats. It was really cracking. And our manager calls us and goes, guys, you aren't going to believe it. The Rolling Stones called. They've added 3 more dates. They want you to open for them in Vegas and San Jose. So 1 date in Vegas and 2 dates in San Jose. And we're like, are you kidding me? Are you out of your mind? I mean, it reminded me of some like Jeff Spicoli shit from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. You know that part when he's like, yeah, Stu, I'm also going to fly over to London and party with the Stones. I mean, it's like, we're going to open for the fucking Rolling Stones. Our minds were blown. So every morning starts, ascending the charts. It's doing really well. You know, the record's doing well, and we're starting to feel good, but we're opening for the Stones, so we're nervous. So we get out to Las Vegas, and all our family, all our friends are out there in Vegas because it's just such a big deal. We're all so excited, and we're backstage at the Stones show. I believe it was the Bridges to Babylon tour. And we're so excited, and you see Mick Jagger's meditation room and Keith Richards' guitar room, and they had the catering with the menu of the day of Keith Richards had his shepherd's pie like he has every night. It was so killer. Everything was perfect. Everything we read about was great. The Stones were so gracious and kind and generous with their time. We got to take a picture with them. They let us do a sound check, and we're on this big giant stage. We're in Las Vegas at the MGM Grand. It sold the fuck out. It was so exciting. And so we're all beside ourselves, soaking in every moment, trying to, just enjoy this. There's meditation rooms, there's nutrition rooms, there's massage rooms, there's all this incredible Rolling Stone stuff you can imagine. And everybody was super cool, from their tour manager down to all the techs. Just couldn't have been cooler. So the show starts, and people that open for the Rolling Stones, people that open for bands like Metallica, their audiences are notoriously a little difficult because they want to see the Rolling Stones. They want to see Metallica. They're like, don't bore us, get to the chorus, And unfortunately that night, Sugar Ray was the verse before you got to the chorus of the Rolling Stones. But, we did have Fly in our back pocket, and we had Every Morning, which people knew as well. And I think our enthusiasm for playing was kind of infectious to the crowd. We were so excited to be there that it was hard for the crowd not to be excited. And as the show went on, they were beginning to root for us and kind of loosen up a little. I could feel them getting kind of into it. I think it's kind of, they let 5 puppies onto the stage, and it was kind of cute watching these puppies kind of pee and poop all over the stage, but just be so joyous and happy to be there. So we get to the end of the show, and we're about to play Every Morning, because back then we played Every Morning last because it was #1 and the freshest song, and we couldn't do that today. We have to play Fly last, but we were playing Every Morning last, and I'm thanking the Stones. I'm thanking everybody for being here. I'm saying you just saw dreams come true. Thank you so much. The band is so grateful for this opportunity. Thank you to the band. We're going to play our song that's #1 right now in the country, and this is truly a dream come true. And I stop and I look over at the monitor section, and there is Keith and Mick looking at us kind of on the trellis of the monitor gate there and kind of shaking their heads. And I go, wait a minute, this dream just got a little better. Keith and Mick are right over there about to watch us do this #1 song in America as we open for the Rolling Stones. And in my mind, at that moment, I go, I don't think it can ever get better than this. I knew it then. I get goosebumps thinking about it. And I got goosebumps then. And I go, I don't know if it's ever going to get better than this. And we went into playing Every Morning, and the crowd was great, and the show ended. And I was almost in tears. It was such an amazing experience, man. And I'm just here to say, man, dreams do come true. I'm a living embodiment of hope, man. And that was that time. So if you're asking me, people, what was the highlight of my career, and a career that's been blessed and received a lot of great ones, still doing them today, that was right there. That's #1. All right. I wish you all a great day. It's been a while. It's good to see you all again, and back to your regularly scheduled programming. Cheers.